Well, I guess we'll wait till we get some viewers, and we'll keep getting set up here. So g'day guys, we're just on the end of the, well near the end anyway, of the Port Hughes Jetty. It is a little bit windy and I'm hoping that the sound is okay for you guys. I'm just using a pilchard block here, I think that's what they call it, from, say bait. I'm just gonna get that, on the, in the wash bag in the water. G'day everyone. I think I need to, I'm just doing this, I'm learning this first time. Live chat, there we go. Yep. I don't know if you want to type something in the chat, if you can hear me, just to make sure it's all working well, guys. I don't know if that's going to come up on the screen or some messages. Yep, that's great. Yep, oh great, thanks Sean, that's fantastic mate. So just going to put that in the water. That's just more for our Tommies and stuff, but we're going to give the squidding a bit of a crack first. I'm really not sure how long the batteries and everything will last on this, but I do have my iTech World JS80 jump starter, which can be used as a power bank, so hopefully that'll all work out. Whee! That was lucky, I nearly lost my microphones overboard. It is a little bit windy, hopefully it's all right for you guys. I am actually using my wireless microphone. Didn't have the wind muff, but hopefully having it on the inside of my shirt solves that problem. So we've got the burley out. I'm just going to put a squid teaser out as well. Someone asked me the other day on some video how I set up my squid teasers. So I've just got, as you can see, a swivel with a small ball sinker. These are the Inku Squid Tackle weighted floats. Just a glow there so you can see it at night a bit better. And a float stopper, and that's about, 1.5 meters. When you're doing it on the hand line, make sure when you wind up that the float stopper, see if I can do this right, that the float stopper actually goes near the base of it so that when you flick it out, the float stopper doesn't get caught on the line and all caught up. I'll just find a Tommy to put on the teaser and we'll get it underway. So again, got these, if you've watched previous videos, really love the Hughes Jetty tackle bait, really sturdy bags, good quality bait. I reuse the bags because I got a good Ziploc. These ones have been frozen and unfrozen a few times, so they're a little bit sticking together. These are actually, these Tommies I'd actually keep for eating if I caught one. They're pretty decent size, but anyway, they're just bait. The Squidlys generally love them. So we just get the swivel, as I said, off the end of that, just through the bottom of the jaw bit, through the Tommy, and ideally you want it to come up, out. If I just get there, come up, out and up. I don't know if you can see that. Out and up through the nose, and then do that swivel up. And we'll try and get this out in the water. and that should just sink down. And I saw some comments there, but I can't see them unless what do I need to do? Do I need to scroll up or something to see them? Maybe push that button, see what it says. That button. You think you press the chat button and it would show the chat. Anyway, sorry guys, I missed those chats. I really don't know where to get them. So I've got my Inku. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's all good, man. G'day from Los Angeles. Oh, cool, Anthony. All the way. Cheers, Kevin. Great to see you around. One of my original fans or supporters. So I've got the Inku Squid Tackle box with all my favourite Inku stuff. I haven't got around to getting the new ones. If you haven't seen the new ones, they're bloody amazing. I've got to get a hold of them and put my order in. Today's a lovely calm, well, it's a little bit windy, but it's a pretty calm, it's a really sunny day, as you can see. So this is where the Glow Tiger comes in and really is great for the UV. Yeah, it's a beautiful jetty, Anthony. I haven't actually fished here a lot, but all the fishing I have had here is, you know, really fun. So I've got my Shimano Impact XT, which I think is an exclusive brand for BCF, but it's a 7'2", I think, 7'6", two-piece rod. Let's see if we can find something. Now this, you won't be able to see it, but I can see something. Well, might need to move you guys around. A bit. If I get out of the way, there's some fluid up there. And just see how we go. Push that back up. Just see what we're doing. Take you guys over first, because even though, as I said, the wind is going, I don't want to get, oh, that fell out, and I didn't want that to. That was very lucky. My external mic receiver fell out and nearly ended up in the water. Anyway, I'm conscious that the sun's going that way and I don't want you guys to be looking too much into the sun, but also equally conscious that I don't want you guys, I guess the wind probably doesn't matter too much because I've got the external mic on, so maybe if I put you over this side, guys, with the sun behind. I have fished this exact spot a few times quite successfully. Here we go. It's obviously a light pole there. Just on the little bit where it juts out on about, I think, the 6th light from the end, from the start. I'll bring my burley and stuff over and we'll keep cracking on this side. Is the wind okay? Is it working with the external mic? Let me know. If I need to turn it up a little bit, I can do that. What's the time there? I went live at 4, just before 4. So it's about 10 past 4, I think, because it's saying we've been going for about 10 minutes. All good, thanks, Kevin. They're just bringing the trolley over. And then bring that burley bag up and the squid teaser. Yeah. My burley bag's in the water on this side now. Get this squid teaser, which seems to have already moved way under the jetty, so who knows what we've got happening there. Hopefully she doesn't get stuck on this pylon. Oh God, where are we, guys? Didn't think I'd put that much out. Yeah. Just got to get it away from the pylon on this side here. Jeez. Yeah, that current's definitely running north and the wind's running as a northerly, so. Yeah, look at that. We might have already, if you can see that, had a little scratch on the back of the head, so that's positive. I did see a squid getting caught on the way up here as I was walking down the jetty. So just move this guy out of the way and we'll get this one out and over the side. Just a couple of times around the rail so she doesn't go too far. Yeah, grab the bag. Righty ho. All right, we're back into the action. I'm just going to flick this squid jag out and see if we can actually catch something. That didn't go very far because we're casting into the wind, obviously, but just need to let that sink. I usually count at Port Hughes to about 10 to let it sink. It's a 3.5. It's a 3.5 size weight, so it's about 10, and just a couple of flicks up, and then try not to get that all over your end of your rod. And then I'm usually doing about 5, count of 5 in between the flicks, because you just want that going, you know, up and down. And usually the squid will grab it as it goes down, as with, I guess, most lures and lures and jigs and stuff. And I have got my drag set fairly light, just in case we get a bigger one that wants to take it. I found if you have your drag too tight, the Squidly can sort of almost bounce off it when they're the really big ones. Yeah, I'm hoping this wind turns around as a southerly. I didn't check the wind weather, the wind app today. It's a bit better. Because I thought, well, it looked really good weather, but I didn't take into consideration which way the wind's going. That's about 10. Just flick, flick. Wait another 5, flick, flick. It's actually not sinking very much at all. Even on those flicks, I can see it coming almost right up to the surface, so I can probably let it actually dangle down there a bit longer. And I might have to do that. Teaser is fairly shallow, I guess, as well, so I might need to extend the length on that, because the squid are usually sitting down pretty low at this time of day, obviously not wanting to come up. I'm hoping that shag doesn't want to take my livey, my teaser. And to be honest, the reason I came out today is last week I was here And right at this spot, I was sort of just squidding up and down the jetty after a beach session, and right here on this spot I saw a guy catch, while I was here near the end of my session, 2 35+ centimetre King George whiting. So that was after dark. I'm hoping, given that I'm doing this on my phone and that we've got the light here, compared to doing it with a what do you call it, with the GoPro that doesn't like the low light, we can possibly go in and go past just a couple of hours and get that light. And maybe catch a King George whiting or two. Should be good. I haven't caught any for nearly a year now, or feels like that. 9 months probably. All right, we'll try the other side of this pole. Might just move you guys around a bit. Sort of want to cast it fairly low just to keep out of the wind as much as possible. Last weekend when I was here, I was casting it with the wind behind me, like twice the length. I'll just show you this. I don't know if you can see that. Where are we? Where's the shag there? And right next to, sort of just past my float. He's trying to possibly think about, I think, stealing my Tommy that's there. And given it's only hooked on with a clip, they often do that. Now, I'm not sure, again, how these comments work, but anyway, they sort of come up every now and then. Every time I look to see them, they sort of come up and then disappear. Anyone else heading out fishing this weekend? I'm coming out today because we've got lunch with the parent and with my dad and that for Father's Day tomorrow. Though tomorrow's high tide looked a bit better. Oh, tomorrow's sort of weather looked a little bit calmer. Bit disappointed I haven't caught a squid yet. These jigs normally don't take that long. But what I am going to do is bring that teaser in. One of the things I haven't done, which I'm a big fan of, is putting the S factor on the back of the jig, especially if you're just leaving it in the water and the squid comes up and has a little taste on their tentacles, and they actually taste the S factor, and it makes them hang around and stay on a little bit longer. So just on the, oh, that's a brand new tube. Hang on, I've got one that's already open. Just in here. Oh, she's nice and cold. She's in the bait bag. So just on the back of the neck of the jig is where I put it. Be fairly liberal with it, I guess. I think that's the word. Use a lot of it. Put that in the back pocket. I'm just going to leave that in the water, just down by the jetty. The squid can often hang around the pylons, see something, come out and grab it, and we'll get this. Okay. Ooh, might just, if I put you back that way, you probably should be able to see me most of the time rather than being up too close. Just unwrap that from the pylon. Yep. Be great if YouTube had it like you had an earpiece or something and you got the comments read to you at the same time. Because I do like engaging, but it's hard when you're doing stuff. Yeah, that, I don't know why, I must have maybe moved that float stopper down. That's nowhere near where I wanted it. So that's about 170, 1.7 metres and a little bit further, because we are at that deeper end of the jetty. Get that float stopper in there. They're always... Here we go. And again, as I said earlier, if you weren't here, just get, when you're winding it back on, just get that float stopper right at the end and get your line that you're going to throw out above it, just so you don't get it caught when you're throwing it out. So here we go again. Again, throwing into the wind is not the easiest, but that's much better. I can almost not see that fish teaser, and it's still got probably a good metre and a bit to go. Yeah, I wonder how this burley's going. So I've just got one of those round burley blocks, but I'll show you. But I've actually got some pillies as well, so I'm probably going to just crush up some pillies just in there directly and fast track this burleying situation. We must be in the right spot because there's just around here, or you can see it, I think there's a boat. There's a boat just here, so they've stopped obviously. I mean, there is the boat ramp, but I know they are going in. I thought they were going to have a little bit of a fish. So, where are my pillies? Better put the tommies back in there. Better get the knife away. Try and keep some level of organisation. That's the bigger bag of pillies. There was just a little... What's that? That's just some squid bait. I think I take way too much stuff with me, to be honest, guys. Oh, there they are. There's a seagull here getting a bit boisterous. So just got those, it's got those pillies, just going to throw them in the wash bag, give it a bit of a stomp and squash them out until this actual pilly block starts to degrade and do something useful. I normally use the cat food, but I forgot to bring it, so just sort of give it just squashing with my foot. That's a lot better. I can see the and even if I've got some gents maggots, if we see some tommies coming around to get that, yeah, do up this bait bag again. Just maybe with the other rod, I actually might set up just the paternoster whiting rig, just in case, and see what we can do. Now, I might be able to tilt you guys down while I'm on the ground here. Oh, where can I go? There you go. And you can still see me. So, just got to find my, this is sort of my little fishing tackle box for your tommies and garfish and things like that. There probably should be already a rig here, to be honest. Oh, so we're not going to be on the ground for much longer, guys. That's brilliant. We've got a paternoster rig here. Forgot that I had that already rigged. We have a couple of size 6 Gamakatsu suicide hooks. Probably the number one selling hook in South Australia, I'd say, the size 6 Gamakatsus. Oh, I do need to put a small swivel on that rod because it's only got a fast hatch clip, and they're not good for when you're using it with line. The fast hatches come off. I'm just going to steal this swivel here, if I can get it out. The fast hatch clips are excellent for quickly changing over squid jigs, for changing over soft plastics. but not when you're actually clipping an actual line or rig. The line tends to be able to swing around and or curl around and get out. You lose a rig. All right, that's cool. Just grab that rod. That float is still up. No action or interest from the Squidly Diddly yet. I don't know, I'll show you actually, because I don't know if you've seen these before. If I can get up close. These are these little fast attach clips. They're mustard, and you literally just on the end part there, you just clip around your soft plastic jig head or squid jag, and they, as I said, they work really well for quickly changing out soft plastics. Put that in my lure box. Right, grab out. I thought I dropped the swivel. So just get the swivel on and then we'll get the rig on. Standard uni knot. Back through the eye, back through the top of the knot. That weight might be a bit too heavy, but anyway, should be all right. All right, so my eyes are getting worse and worse. Where's that gone? Over and behind. Yep, so that's all on there. Do that up. Get you guys back up with me. Oh. So connecting. You're live. Sorry, guys. Yeah, no worries, Anthony. That's all right, guys. Sorry about that. Went to move the... Oh, why isn't it moving? And the whole camera came out. Where are we? Oh, we're back. Yeah, I just went to move you guys up. And the whole thing decided to take a dive. Okay, so we've got the paternoster set up. Thanks for everyone that was watching. Understand you can't watch a full live stream. Don't forget to give us a like if you do enjoy it. It's my first one. I'm trying to decide whether, you know, this is maybe a good option to go if you enjoy watching me live, or a mixture of the videos, the pre-records and the live. But anyway, we've got, and also obviously subscribe would be great. We've just gone over 600 subscribers, so it's really quite encouraging. So we've got the size 6 Gamakatsu hook there. That actually goes down to a sinker and the second hook runs off the sinker. Apologies, that wind is blowing that around. I might actually need to screw this on a bit more. I think that's what we need to do. I think that's why it's wobbling. Oh my God, this... That should stop the wobbling. That should stop the wobbling, but I really do need to get a new phone because my USB-C connection point has been stuffing me around for a long time. I'm actually due for a new phone and it's only just connecting into the phone. So it's quite frustrating. Ugh. Right, into the bait bag. I'm going to try both some cockles, and I think I've got some squid in there that I can put on as well. Oh, hang on. Before we do that, guys, let's see if we can get our first squidly diddly. because the float is certainly being played with. Now, what I want to do is not stuff this up for you guys. I want to be able to get you guys to see what's going on. Yep, there's definitely a squid down there. Pulling it under. We are going to do two things. We're going to let him sit on that for a bit. I'm going to make sure that we've got our teaser in the right spot. Oh, come on. Bail arm open helps. Alright, we've got our squid jag in the right spot. Now all we do, and you can't see this and apologies, but all we're doing is going to bring that teaser in really slowly. Hopefully keep the squid on it as he is now. That is a squid, right? Yes. He's he's not letting go. He's almost right up at the surface. He's not huge, but they all count. And you know what? Even better, I'll be able to use his tentacles as fresh bait for any whiting. All right. Oh my God, he's actually not let go. This is very interesting. Oh, he just let go then, so we'll get that off. He came out about 2 or 3. He came about almost 1 metre to 2 metres out of the water. He's right on my jig now. We're thinking about it. He's right behind it. I think he's on it now. No. Oh, there's a stupid pigeon down there. There we go, we've got him, guys. You should be able to see the bend in that rod. Just do that, drag up a little bit. He's not too bad a size. And there we go, guys. We have our first catch of the day. Nice little squid, taking that Inku glow tiger. Now you see me fishing with the Inkus. I've been able to work out a deal for you guys. Also helps my channel. In the description below is the Inku website. They've just launched their brand new range of jigs, and for all my viewers using the code MATSFishing, you get a 10% discount off store wide now. And just a little secret, that includes on some of their deals where they've got 10 jags for 80 bucks. All right, so 10 of the older style ones, which as you see work fine, but bit of slobber on that one. But yeah, I mean, not, whoa, oh, he got us. We didn't get us, he got you guys actually, he got the camera a bit. But yeah, nice little catch. We'll get that teaser back out there. I'm gonna dispatch him and then get some squid tentacles on that new jig, new rig that we just pulled up. But that's a good little result to start the session. Not even what I would call our prime time for catching the squid at this point. So just going to give him the, point you guys down again, eh? I'd take a photo of him if I wasn't using my phone. Go back here, I guess, so you can see. The old, where are you there? Yep, the old karate chop just behind the head. And he's gone all white all over. So he's dispatched instantly. Means I can chop off those candles, which are the candles I'll show you for those that are new to fishing and perhaps don't know. The candles are the really long tentacles, like this one here, where they're the ones that they first shoot out to grab onto the bait, and they can actually taste through them, and that's why I use the S factor on the jig, because the little suckers on the end can actually taste the squid, or sorry, the fish or the scent. So that's pretty cool. That's got to be worth a like, guys. Got 9 people here. We've got 4 likes. Give us a like and subscribe. That's our first catch of the day. Let's get this going. So, just going to Just going to get this teaser back out in the water. Squid can often come in pairs at least, or in groups, so hopefully there's a few others out there. Oh, you can probably hear the seagulls around that are trying to tell me that they think they should get the squid. No sirree, Barb. No such luck. So I'm on the ground, you probably can't see me. I'm just going to cut all of his tentacles off, to be honest. Oh, we can use them all for bait, and I'm going to put him in a plastic bag. We're just going to put him in the plastic bag. Whee! When I eventually get there. Oh, you wouldn't have thought that was too difficult. Here we go. And then put him in the bait bag that's got the ice bucket or the ice blocks in it to keep him nice and cool. There we go. All right, so we've got that teaser back out there. We will, as you said, just keep the jig in the water just in case. And then we're going to grab the whiting rig and take those tentacles and put some bait on them. You know what? My dad actually made me, oh, we've got some comments here. What do we got? Got to go, g'day mate, any garfish? Oh, I don't know why these things disappear. I don't know who said that, but not at the moment. I actually haven't even started really fishing for any tommies or gar. We caught our first squid, and I'm going to try maybe some tommies a bit later, and gar if they're around. You usually see the gar obviously being a top water sort of fish. But I said earlier to the guys that I was here last Saturday or Sunday, can't remember. I think it was Sunday actually. And I saw a guy catch some sort of 1 kilo King George whiting off this exact spot, about 35, 38 centimetres, just on dusk. So I'm actually going to try that today. So you can see me with those, what do you call it, the candle tentacles. You can actually really tear them quite easily, and apparently that's what the whiting like, the nice soft tentacles. So we're going to put this down in the water. I think we could have another candidate here for the teaser, guys. How you going? Good, good. So just got that wrapped around a few times. I'm not very good at keeping my rod standing up. Just put that down with the rest of the bait, if I can get it off. Oh, leave it alone, guys. You're not going to get any. None for you. So we've got just those 2 hooks with the squid. We have got some cockles, but we'll just see how this fresh squid goes first. So the guy wasn't actually out very far when he caught these. It was about there. Just going to let it sink to the bottom and then pull up the slack. Oh, go away, guys. All right, so I'm just going to swing this around for you just so you can see. So we've got the whiting rod just off here, and you may be able to hear these 2 jokers if I can get them in the frame. These 2 jokers that are hanging around thinking that they should be getting some squid. Go on, off you go. Now, the teaser's not going right under. I'm just going to maybe bring you guys back again so you can see. The teaser's not going right under, but no, and it doesn't look, oh, hang on. Yeah, I think it's worth just pulling it and seeing how we go, because I can't actually see the fish. And I was sort of seeing the fish, and then when I see it go under, there was no fish. So I'm just going to give it a pull. No, there's no weight there, so that's not a squid. Oh, hang on. I say that. Sometimes on the teasers, especially with the little ones, they're really difficult to determine whether there's actually something there or not. No, I don't think so. This bloody chorus of seagulls. All right, I'm going to wind up that slack again. I wasn't watching that rod, but and we've wound up that slack, and we'll give the actual squid jig another fly while we keep an eye on both the whiting rig and also this teaser. I'm actually going to again move you guys, apologies, just so you can see me, because I want to be sort of clear of the teaser. I can't believe these seagulls that are so demanding of these squid tentacles. Hopefully they're not annoying you too much, guys. It's interesting that the teaser isn't actually taking like the full leader. Like it's not down on the float stopper. So I talked about the rod before, the Shimano Impact XT 7'6" 2-piece. I've got it with the Shimano Nasi 3000 high gear reel with 15-pound Daiwa J braid and 16-pound Shimano Oshia F leader. My dad used this rod or similar rod to mine with similar setup over at Port Vincent the other day, and he said, "Oh, I hope they're strong enough to lift these squid," because obviously he's a bit has older equipment, I guess, and hasn't seen the latest technology. And these really do the job. And because they're so fine or light, you can cast them all day, but you also feel pretty much everything that's happening on them, which is fantastic. Just keeping an eye on that teaser, because it looks, again, it's very deceptive. Sometimes it looks like it's going under, but I guess it will go under. I'll see that float stopper move as well, because it'll get pulled. So I guess that's just current. That whiting rig is still under, reasonable tension, so I haven't seen any bites on that yet. Hopefully, as the sun starts to come down, as you can see on the screen there, we will shift over to the Inku Gold Runner, because the Gold Runner works really well at sunset. It's got the gold foil, so it gives off some really great sparkling. The Glow Tiger is really great in clear conditions, I guess, like we are now. But I find the Gold Runner works really well at sunset, and then as you get into the dark, you move over to the Red Devil, which is the red foil, and that just provides a really awesome silhouette. So again, just 5 seconds or so just to get that jig up in the water. That whiting rod's gone slack. Might just check that quickly. Oh, we might have something here, guys. We do. Oh, what do we have? I have no idea what this is. It's some sort of wrasse or something. The reds are killer when it's, yep. Tell me what this is, guys. It's not our target, it'll go back. It's a bit like a wrasse. What do you reckon that is, guys? Some sort of wrasse or rock cod or something. It's got those big scales like the rock cod. I might get my bait back from you too, mate. And looks like a Sergeant Baker. No, I don't think it's a Sergeant Baker. Sergeant Baker are usually longer and skinnier. Yeah, type of cod, yeah. All good, lovely. I don't know if, oh, he's trying to really get away, which is understandable, I guess, but he's got some lovely blues on his face there. We'll get him back. But yeah, good to know we caught our first fish too. I'll say it again, give us another like, guys. We just caught our first fish. Subscribe if you're not already. We've just got that bait. Oh, it's a goatfish. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know if my daughter's watching, but I'm sure she'd be interested in learning more about goatfish. What do we got happening here, guys? Well, what we're trying to do is not tangle up. Sorry, I'm just tangled around the rails here. Just take a couple of seconds to get out of this predicament. You know what's good with live streaming is when you get hey, those bloody seagulls stealing. When you get you know, like this, a tangle, you don't lose your rag. Whereas I might normally be quite frustrated at this, but you know, you're live streaming, so you're on your best behaviour. Hey, go on. These seagulls keep wanting to go away, please. I'm going to have to put that. Hey, just going to have to put those squid tentacles in the bag before we lose them all. Just going to put them in that little bucket there with all the other squid stuff. Now, can we get? It's all gone now, mate. So bad luck. Just talking to the. Here we go. There we go. Now if I put that like that, we're off. Okay, so we're off. Come back around, show you guys. So we've got the squid back on, and we'll see what we can get down here. Again, not too far out. Reasonable, that was a reasonable sized fish. Just going to wind that, pick up the slack, get this squid jig in. Feels what was I going to say? Feels good to catch some fish, squid fish. Need a few more squid. 3 or 4 would always be handy. Obviously, if you bag out, that's even handier. But you know, I don't mind catching, you know, 3 or 4 at a time. I like to eat them fresh. Usually have them on the Monday night after the weekend, if I get enough. This seagull is absolutely cracking me up. Like, I've put the squid tentacles away and he's just sitting there screaming at me. So not sure, there's a few 10 viewers here now. If you're new, We're at Port Hughes as per the description. We've already caught ourselves one squid off of a teaser, and we've caught ourselves, from what we've been advised, a goatfish which went back just on the whiting rod. Got a paternoster set up on that one with a 2 size 6 Gamakatsu hooks. We've got the hand reel out as a squid teaser, and we've got the Inku Glow Tiger squid jig out on this rod here, just jigging. While the wind's coming into our face, the current is going away from us, so and as I said last Sunday night, I saw a guy catch, while I was here near the end of my session, catch 2 reasonable sized King George whiting in this spot. So I thought I'd come back, and now that we've got the fresh squid, we've got some fresh squid tentacles for bait. Oh, we've got one, guys. See, as you see on that, just on that lift, it's not a big one again, I don't think. But it's a baby. But we were just about to pull it out of the water, literally, and this little one jumped on it. This is what I'd call a kingfish lollipop, and we do get kingfish around here. And I will keep him. Yeah, they're not huge, but you catch enough of them, you get a feed, and or you can obviously also make the decision just to keep them for bait. I'll just dispatch him, and we'll get back in the water. Put him in the bag. So that's 1, 2 squid. Haven't seen much action on that rod again yet, which is fine. So with the squid jig, as I said before, just letting it sink for about 10 seconds. They're 3.5 size. And then just giving it a flick every sort of 5 to 6 seconds after that. It all depends on how deep you are. Oh, yeah. Just saw that teaser go right under. Yeah. I mean, if that's not a squid, I don't know what it is. So we've just brought our squid jig in, just so it's near where the squid will drop it when we bring the teaser in. Oh, it's so confusing at times. You look back at it and you go, well, it's not going under anymore. Why is that? Like, is that just the current? No, there's actually no squid on that. It must be just the current. So let's just wind it up and get it back out again. Now, I've just worked out why it's not going past. There is a tiny, if you can see it, a tiny little knot in that. Where are we? There. In my line, which I'm not sure how that happened. Oh, but what I will do is try and get it undone. That is why, obviously, the fish teaser wasn't going down. I'm just going to have to get down on the ground so I've not got any weight on either end of this. But why that fish teaser wasn't going past this knot or the float stop. Should be easy to undo, because it can't be that complicated. I wouldn't have thought, like, how could it twist up anyway? Might have been when I actually bought that last teaser in and I just got it a little bit. I think what I need to do is get that out like that. Open. Oh wow, it's not simple. getting there. I'm just trying to work out that one goes in. Oh. Go through there. Go through there. That's it. Come on, go through there. That's it. That should pull that one out. Yeah, and we're free. Oh, good. It's all, just double check. Yeah, that's just a kink in the line. All right, we're through that. That should help us immensely, because it'll mean that fish will go much further down. And we'll just get her out again. Much better. All right. I'm just going to pick up that knife sheath, put it over here. All right. Yeah, no action on that rod yet. Still fairly taut. Let's see if we can get some more action happening on the squid jig. So what's that? One on the teaser, one on the jig with by itself. I hadn't actually fished here a lot until probably the last 12 months or so. Fished a lot at Wallaroo, fished a little bit at Moonta, but not so much at Port Hughes. I think many, many years ago, the last time I came here, the jetty was closed. So just sort of got taken off the list. But I'd have to say every time I've fished it since, it's been fairly productive, which is great. I live over in the Light Regional Council, Kapunda area, so it's about a 2-hour drive here and back. It's about an hour drive down to Adelaide, but you know, Adelaide fishing is not really all that good. So I don't mind coming over here for a couple of hour drive, couple of hours back, and try and get, you know, 3 to 4 at least hours in. As I said, it'll be interesting to see how well the batteries go on this. I'm just going to see if that's going to show me or not. Yeah, so it's not too bad. It's saying I've got 71% on my phone left. Oops. So that's quite good. Started at 100% and we've been going for, oh wow, nearly an hour already, guys. That's pretty cool. Hours fishing, the 2 squid and the goatfish. High tide is about 5:30 and that's just before sunset. It is 4:58 now, so nearly 5 o'clock. So about half an hour. High tide will be here. All right, guys. Now we definitely have, I think, a squiddly diddly candidate on the teaser, because I can see the float stopper right at the top of the float and it's still going under a little bit. Not a huge amount again. Let's see what we can do. Probably going to say that and be wrong again. I've just got to get had to get the excess line out from around the, oh no, now it doesn't feel like weight. Come on, be one or the other. Surely it's getting to that perfect time of night for the squid too, or day, end of the day. Oh, I can't believe that's going under like that without having a squid on it. It's got it right. I could be completely wrong. What I might do, to be honest, maybe take that extra weight off. Might be just with the current just too much and pulling it down. It's definitely, I mean, we caught a squid on it, but it's definitely had some, if we can turn it around. Always the side you want to see is, it's definitely, you can see it's had some chews on the back of the head there, which is typical squid action. Anyway, we're back out there now. We're doing a slightly different spot there, which is fine. And we'll get this back out in the water. Yeah. Again, not any action on that rod. I feel like I'm going crazy because I only just put that out there. I'm actually going to bring the camera over and I'm going to let you guys decide whether we've got a squid on that teaser or not. If I can get this to land in the water. I actually think now that possibly the current is changing again. Alright, let's bring you guys over. Oh, for Christ's sake, there's wind. As I said, I was about to say before, my dad made me some rod holders for these rails, but I don't think I brought them with me. Alright, what's difficult for me is to see whether you can see it or not. I'm just going to point it down there. Can you see the float? Let me know in the comments. Have I gone too far, not far enough? Can you see the float, guys? Is my head in the way? No comments. I think there's definitely one there this time. If not, I am going crazy. No, doesn't feel like there's weight. Or again, it's one of those really, really tiny ones. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to change sides again now because I'm pretty sure that everything's starting to now go that way. And I might start doing it because there's some people coming down that I don't want. Come on. To necessarily lose this corner spot with, so we'll try and claim it first. Oh my God, the amount of times I'm nearly lost that microphone receiver. So I'm just bringing the bag over. bring this rod up. I think what I saw early on in the, oh, we've lost both our squid on that. I think that big round thing that I saw early on in the live stream was actually a big jellyfish, because I've seen it over on that side. We've lost our baits on that paternoster rig, so we'll have to bait that up again. Just getting up the squid jig. Just get that out there, to get it out there. There's no rails on this side, which has its advantages, has its disadvantages, I guess. Better watch that jellyfish, mate. Just talking to the shag, swimming around the jellyfish. Just bringing up the burley bag to move over to the other side. Probably doesn't matter, it's probably going to end up moving over to that side anyway. Let's give it a bit of a squish. Just want to tie it up to the bag so it doesn't go too crazy. Rightio, get these squid tentacles out and get some more bait. Where did I put them on top of this squid? Yeah, there they are. The seagull's still around? Yeah, there's a few around. Grab this other candle. If I can find it, there we go. I think that's the candle. Maybe the candle's not there. I thought I used only one of them, maybe I used two. Alright. On camera there? Yes, I am. Just going to put this squid on the Gamakatsu size hook size 6 hooks. English, do you speak it? Just leaving a little bit off the end for the fish to suck in first and enjoy. Oh, these goddamn seagulls. The entitlement of them. The sheer entitlement. Come on, one you get. Right, got that all one bait, two baits. Let's get this. There's actually a bit of a sandy patch out there, which is great. Just going to lob that in there. And who knows, we might get lucky with a whiting. And I'm going to stick that up in here. There's a rod holder. Now, can you see that? You can. So you just let me know if that rod goes off, all right? Now that we're casting with the breeze, we should get reasonable distance. Yeah, it's going about 4 times the distance of the casting on the other side. You see how beautiful it is out here. The colour of my face, the sun is literally just out there. It's just absolutely dynamite. The sunset that's happening. About time we caught something, eh guys? Had the couple of squid. It's much nicer fishing with the wind in your back though. Just watching that rod. I don't know, the float's coming in again. I can't work out what's going on here. Just means we'll have to bring up the teaser and throw it out a bit more regularly. And I guess that just means it'll cover a bit more ground. Getting really close to changing over to the glow tiger. Sorry, from the glow tiger to the gold runner. Might have some weed on this. It feels a bit heavier than usual, but obviously not a squid. No, it's not a squid, it might be weed, which is a bit annoying because it's quite a way out there and I don't want to have weed on it all the way back. But yeah, just got that feeling. It's always that fine line. You want to be as close to the bottom as possible for the squid to come out of the weed and that to grab it, but you don't want to pick up weed because then they won't grab it. Certainly the live streaming for me as a YouTuber is a lot easier than, you know, having multiple camera angles and the editing and all that sort of stuff. People have said on my community page when I asked earlier on, do you want longer or shorter videos? I mean, this has been going for an hour and 12 minutes and obviously not everyone's been here from the beginning, but this is fishing, right? This is the real experience, not the 11-minute video where you get 11 minutes of highlights. It's a bit like, do you watch a full footy match or you just watch the 5 minutes of highlights? So I do like the longer videos, and I probably, yeah, should definitely be listening to you guys if these go off. Like if you really like the live streams, give us more likes. Share the video if you can to any friends that you know like fishing. Send them a text, say, hey, get on, watch this guy. But because, you know, if that's what you want, I'm more than happy to do more of these. It's, as I said, much, oh yeah, there was weed on that. Even that amount of weed, you can feel the difference with these jigs through the water, which I think is epic. Time to bring that teaser up. Just hate how they get caught on these pylons or the little bits of wood, the splinters on the pylons. Always catch the line, which worries me about losing a particular rig. Come on, get off of it. I don't know why it needs to wrap itself around it. We're off. Or you lose your bloody fish teaser. Not this occasion. But yeah, I'd really love I'd really love that feedback, whether my analytics say that I don't have many people that watch live streams, but for only having, oh wow, this has been munched. It's getting worse, but I haven't seen it really go under. We'll see how it goes, a couple more casts, and then we might put a new one on and maybe use some of the Tommy as bait. But yeah, if it's what you guys are really wanting is the live streams, I'm more than happy to do that. I mean, I guess there's no perfect answer. There's always a mixture. Some people want live streams, some people want short version. That rod, I don't know if that's got tighter or not. But yeah, leave a comment below. Let us know. Let us know what you think. Again, the more likes you give us, the more the algorithm knows that this is the sort of content that you like. Got a shag out here. Again, I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully he doesn't take my Tommy. depending on how that other rod goes, I might start putting a, oh, gentleman behind me just pulled in another one, 2 in quick succession. We might put some Tommy rig on, see if there's any around. Whoops. But yeah, it is a good day for it. Really can't complain about the weather. Just going to check out that rod. We might be baited. Might not be, but it might be. Oh, we might have something too. I think we do. What have we got here? Ah, crab. I was going to say, it didn't feel like it was sort of like moving like a fish, but there was definitely that weight there. But yeah, big, well, reasonable sized sand crab. Number 3, mate, you're on fire. One more to go. You got your bag? No, one more down here to get. Sorry? One more down here to get. Yeah. So yeah, that was the crab. Right. Need to, whoops, I thought I was in the water with that one, not quite. About time, yeah, about time we caught another one, eh, guys? I probably should just loosen off that drag a little bit. So that other rod is a my TT rod, 3 to 6 kilo. It's also got 15-pound braid and 16-pound leader. It's got the Okuma 3000 ITX reel. That was really sort of my, I bought it for flatties and stuff. Haven't actually caught it. Oh yes, I have caught a flatty on it on my Stansbury video with the seal on the cover. I caught a couple of tiny baby flathead on it, on some Z-Man grubs down in the shallows of the jetty. But yeah, I mean, I really caught it for trying to catch some bigger flatties. Otherwise, you know, I can use my, I've got my lighter Shimano Raider, 1 to 3 kilo, I think it is. You can often get mackerel off here as well. So I've got some pillies for bait, potentially for that. Down the shallows, we could get some flathead here too. Really would like another 2 to 3 squid at least, which I'm confident we should get. I mean, the sun's coming down. I'll just double check the time for me now. 5:18, so we're about 15 minutes from high tide. I'm just going to leave that in there. Check this teaser again. Maybe. Is usually what you get. If there's a squid on there, usually it keeps, like you pull just the fish up, but this fish isn't coming up on this occasion, I don't think. So there might be, it is coming up a little bit. Ah, there's nothing on that. Frustration Nation. Oops, got my glove cord in that. Just again, put that float stopper right at the base of the can line. Make sure your other line is in front of it. We'll go again. Right. Well, we are definitely due, guys. Absolutely due for catching something here. Got any suggestions? Give us a comment. Again, I'm not sure exactly how to get these comments to show. This will probably be my last cast with the Glow Tiger, and I'll move over to the Gold Runner after this one. Get a bit thirsty too, might need a bit of water. And we'll see how this phone goes with the lower light as that sun goes down. I mentioned before the GoPros are pretty not very good at the low light, but we have got a light behind us, the pier light, and we should maybe be okay with the phone. But we've already been going for an hour, nearly an hour and a half, so you might be getting bored of it by now. Hopefully not. I'm going to have to ask someone that does these live streams, how do we get the comments up, because I really am struggling to see how to do it. All messages are visible. Yep, that's what we want. Oh, there we go. I don't mind the live stream as long as it doesn't clash with the footy. Yeah, fair enough, Kevin. I think you can watch it later if you can't watch it the whole time. Yeah, you can skip through. And often when you skip through, you can see that little bar down the bottom where more people have watched. Yeah, thanks, Sean. Oh, I've worked out how to do this. This is brilliant. Thanks, Sean. Yeah, that goat fish bottom feeder, hence the little thing on his chinny chin chin, the feelers. Who do you go for in the footy, Kevin? I haven't followed footy for a long time, but that's because I'm a Crows supporter. There hasn't been much to follow. I mean, we nearly made finals this year, but far out. Oh no, Port. Jesus. Nah, good luck in the finals. Got some friends up in Brisbane that have got their tickets for the game. When is that game? Is that this week? It's the speech bubble and the tab bar. Yeah, Sean, I've just worked it out. It comes up and then it disappears. So I've actually got to keep pressing it every now and then just hit live chat, and then it comes back up. So that's a lesson learned. First time streaming. Come on, guys. Where are the Squidly Diddly? Yeah, sorry, Kevin, is that Port game on this weekend, or is there a break or something? And where are you based? Oh, got a bit excited there. Thought we had one. Might have been just bottom. Might have been a touch. Oh, next Saturday night. Okay. Oh, that was a bit exciting. That felt like a squid too. Might have been the bottom though. I'd left it a bit long. One thing with these Inku squid jigs, I've never lost one on a snag. They seem to have almost like just the right amount of give in the what do you call it, like in the hooks or the spikes. Like I've even pulled rocks up off a reefy bit, like it was broken off. Or I've had some of the spikes actually just bend out and let go. You just push them back. It wouldn't affect catching a squid, because obviously through a squid it'd just go straight through. Oh, Lower Murray. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think I definitely did catch some weed on this. Again, and you'd be amazed, like, that's not a lot of weed, but you can just feel it. Throw that back. And we'll swap over to the gold runner and see if we get some luck with that. So for those of you who haven't seen it, that's the gold runner. And if I get out of the shadow, you can see how that looks really nice at this time of night. I can feel it's had some S factor on it, but I'll refresh it. And before I throw it in, I'm going to check that teaser as well. Oh, come on. Round and round and round you go. Get off that splinter. There we go. Bring that in and get it back out there. And you know what, for good order's sake, we're just going to put a new Tommy on it, and I'll use this one and cut it up and use it for some bait with this other rod, because it is getting a little bit hacked, shall we say. But yeah, burley and or bait would be good. Oh, these bloody seagulls, they're not leaving me alone, I tell you. They have got some significant entitlement issues. Into the how's your tackle bag. Oh yes, those bottles of water I'm really keen for a drink. So straighten him out. Not as frozen as they were before, obviously. Through the bottom of the mouth and then up, out. Through the bottom of the mouth and up and out. Where are we? Through the nostrils there. Get him done up. And get him out. Right, check this rod. Oh, that could be another crab. Right, actually feels fishy. Don't know what we've got here, guys. Could be a Port Jackson. It's definitely a fish. It's pulling. We have something. Yes, as suspected, we have a big Port Jackson. To be honest, I am not sure if I have the line strength to bring this in, or the rod strength. I'm going to have to do. How are you guys? It's a Port Jackson. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to give me a hand, would you? Just It's just that the line, I don't want to break the rod, and the lines, just if you can hold that up there just like that.
Well, here we go.
Yep.
Oh, I thought a foot there.
There we go. Thank you very much, sir. There you go, guys. It's all right, we're live streaming on YouTube. I've got my pliers here. So yeah, he was just bloody sitting on the hook. They do that. They don't tend to grab it and run or anything. They tend to just sit on the hook and whatever. I'm actually just going to bring you guys over here. Tilt you down so you can see. And there's our little mate. So I'll go back that way. He's in screen. You can see that all right, guys. So just with the Port Jacksons, we've got, you're all right, you can go past if you want. Oh yeah. The Port Jacksons, they've just got a couple of a spike here and a spike here that you need to be aware of. They're not for eating or anything. Just got to. I'm just going to get a rag. Just a rag. Just to be able to get in under there. But yeah, as you can see, they pretty much come in like a sack of shit. Excuse my language. Okay, it's on the bottom jaw there. There we go. Oh, don't wrap around your tail. It's a boy. Now, I'm just gonna grab him there. There we go. Port Jackson shark. I will tilt you guys back up. See if we can get a better shot of that. Oops, got his eyes there. So just the Port Jackson shark. Not very big, probably, I don't know, 40, 45 centimetres, maybe 50. We'll just get him back in the water. But yeah, called it. You just know what they feel like as soon as you start pulling them up. They're just like, they give you a few head shakes, but not a lot. And yeah, it was worth checking that rod. We'll bait up again. Going to use a little bit of that Tommy ruff that came off the teaser. Oh, shut up, you two. These bloody seagulls. We'll get our knife and just these seagulls are going a bit crazy because they want my they want my I'm live on YouTube at the moment. You're not, it's facing me, so it's fine. It's live streaming at me, yeah. So just taking the fillet off this Tommy. Bit of a strip bait. And see what we can rustle up. It's funny, I don't know, you can't see me, but it's funny with people and YouTube. They think it's something really strange or, you know, like, oh my God, but it's not. So I'll come and show you how I've baited this up now. Move these strips out of the way and the fish and put it out of the way so these seagulls don't get too excited about it. Back over with the other squid. Oh, fly. So there you go, guys. We've got the strip of Tommy there. And on that one as well. There we go. We'll get that back out there and see what else might be hanging around. Oh, that was a terrible cast. We'll try that again. put that up here. Gonna grab a drink. Sparkling water, my fave. All right. Now, I think we're okay now. Get back to it. We've got the, as I said before, got the lovely Inku Gold Runner. Oh, in my finger. But we'll get back out there. Hopefully, as I said, for another 3 or 4 squiddly diddly on this sunset. It's got a bit of slack on it. Oh. I think I landed right on top of one, guys. That feels like squid. I think we literally landed on top of one. It is pulling. And that is the power of the Inku Gold Runner on sunset. This is a good squid, guys. This is the big one for the day, or the biggest one so far for the day. No, I think that was literally our first flick up, wasn't it? So got it on the... And there's only 5 people on the live stream to see this. How epic is that for you guys? This is a good one, guys. You are going to be suitably impressed with this puppy. Now let's get him in, huh? Up and over. This is definitely a good one. Oh. Inku Gold Runner strikes again, but you don't want to see the jig, you want to see the squid. Oh. Put my fingers there. This is our very nice squid that we just caught first cast with the Inku Gold Runner. He is probably close to, I don't know, close to a 30 centimetre hood. The Inku Gold Runner jig, this time of night, you honestly can't beat it. He is a beast. And I casted it out there on the first drop, first flick up, bang, he was there. I actually thought it was the bottom. I thought it was a bit of weed. And then you feel that, when especially ones this size, you feel that pulsing back. So, that's number 3. 1 on the teaser, 2 on the jigs. Seriously, it helps me, but it's also going to help your fishing. Get onto these Inku squid jigs, 10% off in the description, Matt's Fishing. You will not be disappointed. Just dispatched him. We'll get him in the bag and we will go again. Just gonna bring this teaser in because it is still, where is it caught? I don't know why these things get caught around the pylons. Frustrating as all. Come on. Yeah, it's off now. It's good. Sorry, just trying to get this teaser in because it was getting close again to the jetty. And I'll get this out and then we'll put the Gold Runner back in the water. Here we go. Round and round and round we go. Let's get that out. Right. Can we make it 2 from 2 with the Gold Runner? You know what? I reckon we can. I'm so confident with these jigs. It's not funny. just love it. Just love catching squid. This is probably one of the better sessions I've had lately. I mean, I caught 4 squid last weekend on this jetty. I did a beach session, recorded it. I still haven't decided whether it's going to be a video or not. If it is, it's going to be a short one. Unfortunately, it's called the Gap, or the bush campground, the Gap, just further south down the Yorke Peninsula. No internet reception, so I can't do a live from there, unfortunately. I guess, you know, I don't really want to buy Starlink or anything. Oh, not one there on that one. But it was probably a couple of hours either side of low tide into high tide and past high tide. Only caught 2 undersized mullet and an undersized flatty. And then just said to my partner, Catherine, I said, oh, look, I'll just try the Port Hughes Jetty, see if I can get something, you know, on the way home. And I just basically just squidded it. Didn't bring any of the actual fishing gear, just the squid gear. Did basically 1 lap up and down and got 4. Didn't record it because it's at night and the GoPros are crap at night. But yeah, thanks, Andy. I think you're there, or you were there. Yeah, awesome, mate. Thank you. Thank you. I should talk to you more about these live streams because I know you've been doing a few more of them, and check out Oz Life Andy if you don't already. He's epic guy down the southeast in South Australia. I'll be trying to emulate some of his mulloway success this summer. But he's got a kayak now and hitting some good spots and some estuary stuff as well. But he's been doing a live stream, so he's sort of been my inspiration for doing this today. And yeah, hopefully I can do some more of these live streams. Because you know what? They actually make you concentrate more, I think. Like, what are you doing? Thinking about your strategy. Should I change over to something else? Oh, that might be weed, I think. If I could get 3 more of those size squid, I'd be laughing. Yeah, that's weed. Just gonna get that in. If it's squid, it's tiny, but no. It is weed. There we go. Again, as soon as you get that weed, even if it's a tiny bit, just the way you feel these things swim. Oh, that's my knife. Don't step on that. That rod's got a fair bit of weight on it now. I think we've got another Port Jackson or something here. Yeah, this is another Port Jackson, guys. Oh no, it's another crab. Felt big enough, felt like a Port Jackson, but it was a crab. He let go just as he came out of the water. That's all right. You could just see that, like the pressure of the rod. It wasn't like a fish or something. It was definitely a porty or a crab, as we found out. Now that teaser is definitely looking interesting. Put that in there. Yes, now I can feel the weight on the teaser this time, so I'm definitely confident. I'm going to move you guys just around a little bit. You probably can't see the teaser in the water, but I can definitely feel it pulling. And we should have another one. Again, this feels like a reasonable size. You know, when you can really feel that back movement, you know that there's it's of a reasonable size. Just going to let it sit there for a bit. It was a reasonable way out. I don't want to bring it in too quick and spook it. It's definitely still there. I'm just actually going to, again, move you over here. Get my teaser out from away from that line, because we're just going to bring him right up here. He's still on it, not very far away. Oh, he might be off it now. So we're just going to let it sit in the water and hopefully he comes back to it. Yeah, he's on it now. Oh, get the teaser out of the water. And he should be down there. Just give that jig a bit of a jig. I think I can see him. The other thing with the gold runner is that it's, yeah, and there we go, we've got him. The other thing with the gold runner is that it's similar colour to an actual real fish. Oh shit, I just up and over, not as big as that last one, but again, still pretty good nonetheless. That's what, number 4, guys. So sort of a small one. A small one. Get this guy here. A small one, a couple of these medium-sized ones, and the bigger one. Just dispatch him, put him in the bag. Let's go again. All right. First things first, get this teaser back out. Just get it wound up properly. Again, get that float stopper right at the... Oh, what's going on here? Got a cord on my... Right, there we go, she's free. Get that float stopper right at the base so it doesn't do any issues when you're casting it out. And she's out there. That's 2 for 2. So as I said, that glow tiger, when it was that brighter part of the day, we caught 2, and now we've got 2 on those Inku gold runners. And again, with that wind behind us, we've got really good casting distance. It's actually, the wind's died down, which is even better, to be honest. Love these seagulls down here. They're still cracking it. Oh, I was at your cast there. I saw a splash out there, and I realised it was a cast. I don't know, I might be slightly over you there. I don't know. We'll see how we go. So, you know, we've got to feed, which is all you can really ask for when you're coming over here and making that investment in the fuel. I bought you probably would have seen it in other videos or whatever, I bought a Prado 150 in sort of March, April last year, and did it on a fleet deal, you know, estimated the fuel at $1.50 a litre for diesel. I don't think I've paid $1.50 a litre for diesel since then. That's when it went straight up through the roof and they brought it in. I paid $1.80, oh, it was $1.81 or $1.91 at Costco the other day. So, you know, you're investing a fair bit of money in fuel to go on these trips. But for me, you know, the reason I go fishing is for my mental health. It's clear as that. You can get bogged down in work and even family and all those sorts of things and all those things you got to do. And the reason I started my YouTube channel was to actually give me a reason to go fishing, so I had to produce content. If I just went, oh, I'm going to go do fishing more, that's all well and good, but you sort of end up saying, oh, I'll go fishing next week, and then suddenly it's a month or two and you haven't gone for a fish, and then you start, you know, seeing that in your mental health. So while I don't actually post a video every week, I still actually have been going out fishing every week. But as you know, they call it fishing, not catching, for a reason. So I haven't been posting, and especially with winter fishing, it's not always when you're land-based. That flicked out of the water pretty quick. When you're land-based fishing especially, it's not always... I'm going to put some more S factor on that. Doesn't feel like there's a lot there. When you're land-based fishing, it's definitely not a guarantee. It's half the fun. I mean, if it was easy, everyone would be doing it. And it wouldn't be as enjoyable when you do actually get a feed. All right, so we've got the S factor on. Don't know if I should check that rod again. Doesn't look like much is happening. There's a few people out here, but it's quite nice. It's not shoulder to shoulder fishing, obviously. Might be time soon to take these sunnies off. I'm still waiting for that, you know, that first pull up and you've got one. That's so cool when I did that before. Might make a shorts out of that one. I've actually had a short go fairly well, like the best short I've had, and it's the one, if you've watched my Point Riley video, where I actually lost my squid jig and float as it snapped off from under a rock, and then I caught it again. And I guess I wasn't thinking too much, but I made a short out of that, and it's got 20,000 views, and I'm like, is that really that exciting? It's really weird when you're on YouTube and you're trying to create content that's going to resonate with people. More weed. I'll just get it in now, because there's just no point persisting with when there's weed on it. Yeah, and then that drone fishing video down at Second Beach, that's actually been really well received as well, and actually it's doing quite well for the drone fishing, like as in a search term. So I have done a little bit of drone fishing since then, haven't had any luck, so there hasn't been any videos on it. But maybe as the summer hits and we hit more beaches and try and throw some baits a little bit further out, we can use it then. I've heard rumours that there's can be mulloway on Yorke Peninsula, but I'd like to see if I can catch one. It's sort of starting to get that time of day where the tommies might come in. And again, it's not bad if you catch 20 tommies or so. Especially with the 4 squid we've already got. I think the action's really going to start soon as that sun starts coming down. Oh, come on. And I've got plenty of fresh squid tentacle bait now as well, with the 4 different squid that we've caught. So we can have a crack at these whiting. Just gonna move this teaser down because it's sort of gone out that way a bit. It's out of my way as well. Check this other rod while we're here. It's got some weight to it. It's probably another crab. Yeah, I think it's another crab. There's no head shakes to it. Did you get that? Oh. Crib. Jagged him pretty hard through the leg. As he came up on the deck, he lost a claw. It's a male, so that's not too bad. Just if you can see him there, that's one of his claws. Sorry, buddy. And his other claw is here. You can give that to the seagulls. All right, I'm going to put some tentacles back on this. Let me know how the... I'll go to the comments because I haven't seen any for a while. Keep it up, mate. Live stream's good, fun. Oh, you're at the beach at the moment. Awesome. Cool. Yeah, so maybe when I finish, I can hand it over to you, Andy, from the Yorke Peninsula jetty fishing to the southeast beach fishing for sharks. I've already caught a shark today, so I'm one up on you, Oz. It's only Port Jackson, but it counts, right? Just looking for my tentacles. Oh no, that's... I'll use that as barely bit of Tommy. Where are these tentacles gone? Oh no, I put them down here, didn't I? Just use this last one and then cut some more off. Be good if we could catch a blue swimmer crab. Something edible. Need to get some more squid tentacles there. That's soft when you get them, but we should just be able to pull one off. Gotta find it first. Where's your candle, buddy? No, that's not your candle. That's your candle. This is on the big one. Oh, go and leave it alone, birds. So that's the big long candle off that big squid. They love it. The candle's like the really soft squid that the whiting love. It's going to be interesting to see when these lights come on and how much light it provides. Alright. Make sure we got no issues up this end. I'll just put that out. Oh, I'll put it back out here because we then got the oh my god, you two. The entitlement you two have got is beyond me. Just make sure that hook's exposed. So there is that just a sandy patch just there. That's about where I want to be. I'm going to get to the bottom. There we go, perfect. Oh, was that something pulling it, or was that the rod? Teaser's fine, teaser's got nothing on it. Sorry. Oh no, it's just the rod, I think. Now, you clear of that. Oh, you get clear of that. Just gonna... No. Don't do that. What I want you to do is to untwist. Thank you. I don't know, that could have been something because it looks like the bottom of that is just being munched off. It had quite a bit of a tail on it. Might need to fish that. And who knows, we could, oh, back in frame, we could get really anything out here at the end of this jetty. Snook, as I said, mackerel in the past. No bites on that, that's fine. out there. This one. Time for the sunnies to come off. Put them in a safe spot. Just in my bag there. Beautiful night. That wind has dropped right off, which is fantastic. Still getting really good cast distance. Someone just pulled up another one, so the squid are on the game. See if we can get another 2 or 3. If you're new here, got any questions? Now's the opportunity. I'm just checking the comments. If you not already, please subscribe if you enjoy what you're seeing and want to see more of it. Oh, really would like to get another 2 or 3 of those larger squid. That size is like perfect. Just seeing, we're going just gone over the 2-hour mark, guys. Just a recap for those that perhaps haven't been here the whole time. We've got 4 squid, 2 off the teasers, 2 off the direct jigs, using the Inku squid jig tackle. Oh, is that bottom? I think that's bottom. Yeah, that's bottom. Yeah, it's weed. I think, yeah, it's weed. Yeah, so the Inku squid jig, Inku squid tackle jigs. Earlier during the day when it was nice and sunny and bright, we were using the glow tiger, and now as it's coming into sunset, or it just about is sunset, we're using the gold foil gold runner. And then as it gets darker, and I'm hoping this light comes on and helps us out, we'll move to the Red Devil, which provides a really good silhouette for them to see. One reasonable size one, 2 medium and 1 small. So I guess you'd probably say we've got 4 mediums in terms of the amount of squid meat. We've caught a goatfish, or I've been told it's a goatfish, so I'm assuming it's a goatfish. I'll have a look at it when I get home. Got a Port Jackson shark as well. Some more squid down the end there, they're getting a bit excited. And a crab. Don't know if we count the crab, but we got it onto the jetty, so I guess we do, you know. And these seagulls behind me that you can probably hear, hopefully not too much, they're a bit frustrated because they're not getting anything. You probably already know we're at Port Hughes, which is on the northwestern side of the Yorke Peninsula of South Australia. It's about 2 hours from my home, this spot. Got any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Later today, I believe, Auslife Andy down the southeast of South Australia is going live off the beach. He's currently down there looking for some sharks at night time, so you'll probably go from me to him if you're interested in all the fishing South Australia. Still not, yeah, a bit surprised. I would have, oh no, I thought that was a school of bait fish, but it was the ripples from the shag swimming through. I would have thought we would have maybe picked up a few more squid by now. This feels like the perfect time for them. We'll fish it right into the jetty because they can literally follow it all the way in, and then just as you're lifting it up out, or just about lift up out of the water, they go, grab, I'll add that. It's always worth just checking. How's it going? Any more squid, mate? We've caught the 4, so I think you saw that last big one. Haven't caught another one yet. The sun is literally, as you can probably see, I'll swing this around. There you go, guys. The sun is just going over the horizon. So it is a good time. Just gonna bring this teaser in and put him back out. Let him what would I call it? Let him work some ground. Seems to actually be going out now, which means probably we've had the change of tide. We've gone past the high tide. Well, that's interesting. We're not going to excite anything on a teaser that doesn't have a fish left on it. So the swivel's still done up. I would suggest that perhaps either a crab or a shag or something has taken that off when I wasn't looking. Let's get another one. We've got some more Tommies in here. Where are we? Come here. Put that over. Yeah, that was... Oh, no worries, Kevin. All good, understand. Can't be hanging around for 5 hours. Yeah. Thanks for hanging around and thanks for being here. Yeah, I just want to get this up and out through his nose cavity there. Clip that up, which we have. And then we'll get this out. I don't think it needs to be too far out. All right. Get that out there. As I said before, give it about 10 seconds or so just to sink. If you weren't here before, when I caught a bigger one, I literally on the first pull up, it was a reasonable sized fish. Squid, sorry. Oh, we've got some bites on that other one. I don't know if you can see that, probably not. Just going to do that. Not keen on leaving my squid jig there like that. Oh, stop it. Might just check those baits. Yeah, that bottom one's gone. Where did I have that rest of that? I had the rest of that candle. Oh, this is a bit messy now. Come on. Just trying to break a candle off here. There we go, or some tentacle. Come on, thread it through. Let's get my knife and cut that off because it's a bit too big for what we need. Put that under there so I don't lose it. All right, let's get this back out there. Hopefully my jig isn't caught on the bottom. Probably is. No, we're alive, that's good. And it doesn't feel like it's got weed either, that's even better. and sandy patches, which I haven't casted into. Pattern off the rig, hook up the top, hook off the sinker at the bottom. Just size 6 gamma cut snook hooks with some squid. You're getting wind noise, are you? Well, it's not windy now. There's a little bit of wind, but not what I can call a lot. And that red mullet. Oh, you can't hear me. Wind going straight into the mic. Okay, what I think has probably happened. Oh no, this is still working. Hello, hello. Maybe that's pulled out a bit. It's very strange because it's coming up on my meter and saying okay, and the wind is behind me. What I might do is unplug it and then plug it back in. That's fixed it. Better now. Brilliant. Thanks for that, guys. Good to know. Just watching that teaser. Yeah, and just TD using those fresh squid candles as bait. So I think I'm doing everything I possibly can be. And I did, and that's one of the reasons why I was actually here tonight, is because last week I saw a guy catch a couple of 35 plus centimetre kgs off of here. Was admittedly on the other side of the jetty. Just going to wind in that teaser again. Nah. Oh, at least the fish is on it this time, not like last time. Still a few squid getting caught up and down, which is great to see. I'm just not doing many myself. I normally, if I am just squid fishing, I'd be moving a lot more, moving up and down the jetty, but it's a bit harder when you're live streaming and you've got stuff to lug around. Like last weekend when I was here, I literally just had my bucket, squid rod and squid jig tackle tray. I'm getting some bites on that. I don't know if you can see that. You probably can't. You're way too far away. Or it's crab. Oh, we've got something. Oh, it's fairly large if we have. It's probably another Port Jackson. Oh, what was it? Oh, I think it was another crab. But it felt like a head shake, felt like a fish. But I only got a quick glimpse of it as it went back down. It must have been a crab. Bit exciting though. Bit of a Hollywood rod bend. So yeah, TD, if you're still there, that's the... So we've got the top hook, and then I've got the sinker, and I've got a second hook coming off there. It does have a split shot on it. That doesn't need a split shot, obviously, but it's just what I had already snooded up. Whoops, and I just completely stuffed that up. What have I done here? Just trying to flick it out gently, and I flicked it up over the jetty. Sometimes when you're wearing gloves, they're a bit hard to have all that feel. Yeah, so that wasn't bites, that was just a crab wanting to have a bit of a feed. Just keeping an eye on that teaser. keeping an eye on that rod. How'd you finish up, fellas?
I just got one.
Just the one?
Shallow here.
Yeah. Off the, on the left, off where the stairs are, is usually pretty good.
Yeah.
Not sure, I need to come this side, so I'm on the right side of the teaser. Don't get caught up on that. Everything's sort of pushing, current-wise, pushing out that way. Which is good, because it's in the same direction as the wind. Earlier today, it was, you know, the wind was going this way, but the current was going that way. People getting a bit excited. I think someone's got a squid. Really hoping these lights turn on soon. This is when you look out down here, it's pretty dark. In which case, then again, I might change over to the Red Devil. We got the two on the Glow Tiger. We've got two on the Gold Runner. Might be time to see if we can get two on the Red Devil. And that'd be a good catch. All right, let's do that. Let's get over to the Red Devil. Take him off. Just watching that rod there. We'll put the trusty S factor on the back. It's got a little bit on there. It's already been coated on a previous use, but freshen it up. Cool, thanks TD. Now we're down to 36% on this phone, which is, I'm pretty happy. That's, you know, over 2 hours of recording. The mic receiver is, you know, charged and self-powered, as is the transmitter. And I do have my iTech World JS80 jump starter, which can also be used as a power bank. I am just wondering if I plugged it into the microphone receiver, which plugs into the phone, if it will run that power through. I guess it all depends on how long everybody wants to hang around too. But I do want to do a little bit of fishing past dark. Oh, that actual squid teaser has come in quite a way now. Yeah, I think that might, yeah, I think that's got something on it. Just going to bring in the just going to drop this down here. Right, so that light, the jetty light's come on. Don't know if it's having much impact at this point. Has it got something on it or not? I think it has. Yeah, definitely. Because you can see, not that you can see, oh, it might not, it might have. Let's set it back down, see if it, There's definitely something. It's only a small one. Oh. Alright, he's out of the water, but we've got the jig down there. We'll just get that to float down. He should. Yeah, we got him. We finally got another squid. Medium. Medium, medium, medium. Thank you for the 2 viewers that are hanging around. Probably small to medium. But that's number 1 on... Come here, Mr. Squid Dog. That's number 1 as the sun is going down on the Red Devil. So if we... You're live, reconnecting. So if we catch another one on the Red Devil, we've got 2 on every one. I'm trying to find out where I can hold you, mate. Oh, thanks, Sean. That's awesome, buddy. Really appreciate it. So that's that one. So we've caught 2 on the Glow Tiger, 2 on the Gold Runner, and number 1 on Mr. Red Devil. Let us be hoping, as we dispatch, Mr. Squidgel Jidgel, we can catch another one on the Red Devil. Let's check this rod again. Oh, again, I think this has got to be a crab or a Port Jackson. It's a crab. He's just dropped off. Seems to be about all we're getting on these goddamn... I know there's a sandy patch out there. Get this squid teaser back out there. And what's that, Sean? Is that's 5? I'm thinking how many on the... That's 3rd on the teaser and 2 off the jigs. Yeah, I think that's the 3rd on the teaser and 2 off the jig. So, you know, the teasers are definitely well worth it. When, you know, in this case, it's essentially doubled our catch. Oh, shit, nearly dropped that in the water. You know, we would have got... Yeah, thanks. Yeah, we would have got, you know, just 2 if we were just flicking a jig. You can have another teaser out there. Yeah, so in South Australia, the rules are you're only allowed to fish with 2 rods at a time and 1 teaser, which is what we're doing. And I only recently worked that out. Not by getting caught for the wrong reason or anything, but yeah, I think I heard it in someone else's video and I thought I'd better check that, so I Googled it. If you hadn't had a few, I'd come join you. Oh yeah, sure. I know what that's like. My partner was out yesterday. She had a lunch to raise money for Liptember, which she's the South Australian ambassador for women's mental health, and got home with our daughter and had a few wines and whatever. And she's like, my daughter's like, can't we go get mum? I'm like, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. She was only like literally 5-minute walk up the road, but better be safe than sorry. Oh, I'm looking at this teaser and I'm like, is that going down? Like, it's when you just like literally first put it out there. Because sometimes you can literally, like we did before, just put it straight on top of their head. We'll keep going. I mean, worst case scenario, we choose a bit of the fish up until we're really convinced that there's something there. I get most of my bait on the way over here at the Port Wakefield bait tackle and camping store. Really great guys. I've got a huge range for a little store like that. And, you know, just like to support those little stores like that. If you want one of my stickers, they've got them on the counter there to give away for free. I'll just drop some off. Oh, I've got weed on this again. Let's get it in. what I'm looking forward to with the new Inku squid jigs is the different sizes. I've got to check with them, but I think they go down to a 2.5 maybe, or even smaller. I'm going to just check that teaser. Put that in the water, because you never know. And just, no, there's no weight on that. Should we check this rod again? Oh. Just something to remember. Remember we did the drag up when we had that Port Jackson. Don't forget to loosen the drag. Nothing there today, or at the moment. Put that down. We should hear the drag if anything of significance comes back through. Even a whiting should pull that drag. I thought that last squid was very, very cheeky because he didn't actually pull the float under. He actually pulled it closer to the jetty, so he had more slack. So it's only the fact that I saw it move quite a distance and I thought that's a bit weird because everything's sort of going out that way, but it's come back this way. And I think, but yeah, how good's this lighting though? I'm really impressed with this phone. It's going to provide a solution for me for when I am fishing at night, because I was getting really jack of the GoPros being so hopeless at low light. Like, I'm not even using an external light on this yet, and I've thought about getting like some external portable LED lights that you can just charge up. Anything there? No. We're learning something new every day, aren't we? All the time we're learning. I think I might have that wrapped up around the front. No. Let's go back up there. It's that wind has dropped significantly, which is good. And it's not even cold, like I've just got this long sleeve shirt on. I've got a vest in my trolley, which I haven't had to put on. I need a new one actually, because the zip on it's decided to go, but I think it's about a 20-year-old jacket, so that's from a mate Kelvin over in New Zealand. When I used to live and work in Auckland in the early 2000s. We used to go out fishing on his boat out at Maraetai out of Auckland. That's when you know you're spoilt for fishing. Catching snapper and kingfish and really never missing. Makes you appreciate when you do catch stuff here, I guess. Trying to decide again on this teaser because the line is going sort of fairly straight out, but not sure if that's the tide having turned. It's probably still about 18 degrees, I reckon, 16, 18 degrees. It was 1922, I think, in the car when I was coming over. Doesn't feel like it's dropped all that much. Just can't really see that rod, given that it's getting dark now. But yeah, stoked with how long this is lasting. Had any more interest in the meat? Oh, yes, we were talking about that, yeah. So, no, haven't as such, because I haven't really asked about it. So we were talking, for anyone else that's watching, we were talking in the community page on the channel about doing a meetup at Ardrossan, just because it's probably sort of that first jetty where you're most likely to catch something not too far from Adelaide, etc. And I think we said, was it the 19th we were targeting, Sean? I think it was the 19th, because the high tide is sort of about an hour before sunset from what I've seen. And yeah, I think we should do a take over our Drossen Jetty live stream, especially now that we know how to do these live streams. I always want to do things. Saturday 16th. Yeah, that makes sense. I knew it was around that date. So yeah, I'm keen. I'm absolutely keen. I can put it out as on the community page, but also put it out. Oh, it's got some line over the spool here. Maybe make a Facebook event out of it as well. It's not an official event for insurance reasons. It's just a meetup. But yeah, see if we can get 10 or so people there. Might even see if I can get the Inku boys to donate some prizes or something, and do that and do it on a live stream. Plus maybe record it to make a shorter video out of it as well. I'm sure my daughter would love it. She loves getting in front of the camera, and I'm really about building a community. Like, I just don't want this to be about me. I want to help anybody else out. That's why I try and go to as many different locations as I can, so people can get an idea. I'm not one of those people that I have to keep all my locations absolutely secret because it's spot X or whatever. There's plenty of fishing to be had everywhere. So yeah, 16th of September. Let's pencil it in the diaries. It's only a couple of weeks away now, which is what everyone sort of said they needed. I think I've got a video coming out Sunday or Monday, which is tomorrow. But yeah, I'll get it up in the community page. I'm just thinking what's the best way to do it. If I do a Facebook event as well, but it'll be fairly casual affair, and yeah, see what we can catch. It's not too bad a drive from Ardrossan back to Adelaide. See if we can get some of the other guys around. Jordan and Ollie and Alex, maybe. Alex fishing. Maybe Catching Moments. He's at Craigmore, I think. So, get 4 or 5 of us down there. That'd be great and benefit everybody. It's not about, I don't see anybody as competition or anything. It's about all working together and promote fishing in South Australia. So yeah, good reminder. Thanks for that. Can you hear those birds under the jetty making a racket? You probably can't because the microphone's not pointing that way. Oh, come on, we should have caught another one by now. Oh, you can hear the birds. Rightio. I'm going to check this. No, you're all right. Hello, little doggy dog. Under the jetty, birds.
Seals going nuts.
Yeah. First time I feel like I've pulled it up and it not had a bloody crab on it, though it's got nothing else on it. It's got no bait. Bait up. Got that candle. Looks like I've got 2 bits that I can use. Sorry guys, I know I'm not in frame here. Hopefully you can still hear. I can, definitely make that into 2 pieces. If it can break. I don't think this is actual candle. This is those harder tentacles. I'll just have to cut it. Be there in a sec. So there's that one. I'm going to bring up that burley bag too and see what that's doing. See if we can rock that up a bit. All right. So we've got the, it's coming back into frame here. Got that paternoster. Wish I had some rod holders. Just put him back. And I'm going to bring up, as I said, that burley bag. Oops, that rod just hit me on the head. Oh, how did you get... Oh, no, that's right. So I'm just bringing out the burley bag. You can't see it, sorry, guys. I'm just going to stomp on it a bit and get that block, that burley block, crushed so it can do some burling. It didn't, again, it was late at night, or at night, so I didn't get it on video. But I had about a month ago, I had a big burley bag out with like fish frames and everything in it from Tommy frames and that from the previous week. Squid guts and whatever else, just in the wash bag. And it was a mooter, and I was fishing, and this big 7-gill shark came up for it. I saw this big shadow in the water, and I went, what the hell is that? I thought it was a seal, and then this head just came out of the water going, oh. And yeah, it was a 7-gill. I said to the lady next to me, I said, oh, come and have a look at this. And she goes, oh, what is it, a Port Jackson? I'm like, no, this is a real shark. And by the time I stuffed around to get my camera out of my pocket, it was gone. But yeah, hydrosin would be good for even throwing out some live baits under balloons. I don't know if we're allowed to use balloons anymore. I think the laws were changed that party balloons have been banned, or at least mass release of balloons has been banned, which is probably fair enough. I can see the top of that rod now, at least, with the light on. Just deciding whether I should move down a bit, because we haven't caught that second one yet on the and look at that, it's only at 30%. That's great. So it's not using a lot of power at all. Oop. No weight on that. That's perfect. We've got 4 people there coming in and out. If you've got any questions, whack them in the live chats, which I finally worked out how to do about an hour ago. Yeah, as I said before, we're at Port Hughes on the Yorke Peninsula. We're squidding. We've also got a paternoster rig out with some squid tentacles on it, maybe for some whiting. We have caught a few different other things, a red mullet, a Port Jackson shark, 5 squid. 3 off the teasers, 2 off the straight jigging, as I'm also doing now. 2 on the Inku Glow Tiger, 2 on the Inku Gold Runner, and 1 on the Red Devil, which I'm currently using for different times of the day/night. And we've been going since about 4 p.m. local time, and it is now 6:42. So we've been going for 2 hours and 42 minutes. My first live stream, super excited that I've worked out how to do this. Really like doing this sort of format. Feels much more engaging with you guys rather than, I mean, I always answer like the comments and stuff on my videos. But you know, being able to do it right here, right now. Sorry, I just had right here, right now. That song in my head when I said that. Yeah, being able to do it straight away is pretty cool. The lighting isn't too bad. There's still a little bit of, out here on the end of the jetty on the west, there's still a bit of sunlight haze in the sky, so we're not completely at dark yet. But we do have a jetty light just behind us, which is good. And as I said, I'm much impressed by the sensor in my phone. And maybe if I bring you even back here further, that might be even better again. Look at that. Very happy with the sensor in my phone. Maybe a little bit closer so I'm not feeling like I'm 2 kilometres away. With the sensor in my phone, that it's giving pretty good light. Yeah, got a little bit of weed and I thought that felt a bit weird. That forever battle with squidding of trying to be as close to the weed as possible but not being in it. Maybe if I stay on that side it'd be even better. We're so due for another one. We're so due. And I'm surprised we haven't. Given the ground we're covering with having the breeze behind us and the casting distance we've had. Some of them here on Port Hughes, you catch them like way out from the jetty. And other times they're right in close, so. Yes, that's true, Sean. I might need to reapply that S factor. That is a good, whoa, just came flying out the water at me. Let's have a feel. Yeah, it's got a little bit, but you're right. It never hurts to have more. I bought like a whole box of these, like 12 tubes. Because locally in South Australia, I was finding that really difficult to get a hold of. So I did a deal, got a good price with Rodney up at Mark Berg's Attic Tackle, because I'm a member of, like, do the Mark Berg prize thing. So you get, I don't know, 15% off their tackle, and they're really fast delivery too. So yeah, so we've got some more S factor on that. I'm going to check, and I'll bring you guys down with me. We'll check out this rod. You can see the rod there, that's all right. It's got some weight to it. Probably a crab. Oh, not in a sandy patch. You can feel the weed and whatever. Yeah, not much left on the top hook, and neither on the bottom hook. I'm going to try. I did buy some cockles today. I've sort of been refusing to buy cockles because they're so damn expensive. So I bought them, I better give them a go. Come on. Just a bit of a tangle-ish there. So yeah, I'll go into my bag of bait. And we might actually move back to the other side, given this wind isn't too bad.
Are you right with it? Yeah.
Because the other side is where I saw the guy last week catch these King George. And there might be more sand patches on that side than there is on this side. Just for this rod, not for the squidding, because the squidding is a bit difficult. With the teaser would be floating in this direction, and as with the squid, and then you'd be casting into the wind as well. Just getting that lip there and open you up. Ouch! Hook in the finger never helps. Come on, open up. Let's just give that a go, and I'll bring you guys over. And there's more light over this way as well. Oh, look how pretty that is. Yeah, sunset. It's brilliant. I'm just going to put you in the corner. The problem with that is I'm in a bit of darkness. How's this going to work? Learning photography here. Probably still needs to go that way. I probably need to go the other side of the light. You got the idea. You got a nice little view out the back anyway. Whoops. Just going to bring that up. Again, this guy wasn't too far out. There's a big, you can see how sandy it is just down here. Just going to just want to feel that tap, tap, tap. Love catching whiting. And, you know, catching them off a jetty, I think is pretty awesome. Might need to just cast out a little bit further. And let it sink before I... See how we go, guys. So, who else is here? Say hello in the comments, because there's a few more people here now. If you're returning or if you're new, let me know. If you've got any questions about where we are, what we're doing. At the moment, I'm just targeting, ideally, some King George whiting. Saw a guy here last Sunday night catch a couple near the end of my squidding session that were 35 centimetre plus. So again, if I could get 2, 3, 4 of those, that would be ideal. Don't be shy. Oh. Let's get a bite. Is that wind noise an issue, Sean? Because it's blowing sort of straight into my chest at the moment. I can see it coming up on the, just slightly on the audio meter. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. We all do that, right? All good. Brilliant, brilliant. Yeah, these are the DJI wireless mics, and yeah, I mean, they're not cheap, but they do an awesome job. If you've watched if you watched my Stansbury Jetty one with the seal on the thumbnail, that was a huge windy day to the point where the tripod was bouncing over, and yeah, the wind on that was, I mean, it was there sometimes, but it was bloody pretty good otherwise. Now, I'm gonna put that down, put the drag on, and they should largely hook themselves if we do get one. And we can come back here and get that view again so you can see down the jetty. Everyone's buggered off, so either they know something that I don't, or and there's no more fish being caught tonight, or they've got dinner plans. I'm going to go with they've got dinner plans. That teaser is still... What is that teaser doing? Looks like it's okay. Yep, that's all right. We'll, I can keep an eye on that rod because I can see it really well with the... And what I'm going to do is flip that out that way. I can look at you, I can see the rod. The drag is on, it's pretty sensitive, so I'll see it. Sorry, I'll hear it as well as seeing it. And like the guy last week, it was a family of like, he said he was part of a family, like 21 people that were staying down here. He was the grandfather, and it looked like they'd just gone to the Kmart or something and just bought, you know, a whole heap of cheap rods. And yeah, the rod buckled over when he caught this. The first one was like 38 centimetre whiting, so I'm pretty confident that if we catch one, we will know about it, especially on that rod. Oops. No. Hello, bloke on a boat. We're due a trip, sir. We're due a trip. I'm getting busier with work, so these midweek trips, we're going to have to book one in soon, I think. But yeah, we're, as you probably see, out at Port Hughes. We've been live streaming since about 4 o'clock. We've caught 4 or 5 squid. Sean has been here from the beginning, I think, and keeping track of everything for me, which is great. 3 off the teasers, 2 off the jigs, straight jigs. As I said, I saw a guy catch some King George whiting off this spot last Sunday. You bet. Oh, very nice. The whiting are back. That's what we like to hear. So yeah, saw a guy catch a couple of really nice 35 plus centimetre King George whiting here last Sunday about this time, just after dark. So thought I'd come back and give it a crack. And I guess we're winning because we've already got a feed of squid. So anything from here is a bonus. Had a bit of fun with a Port Jackson shark on the 3 to 6 kilo rod, and a reasonable sized red mullet, which I didn't even realise was a red mullet because I'd never seen one sort of that size before. But he went back because I wasn't sure, and I, you know, as we all generally do, if we're not sure, we throw it back. Though I was told later that they're very good eating. Just going to give that, there's still plenty of S factor on the back of that. But yeah, we're struggling for about the last half hour to really get something on this squid jig. We've got, as I said, 2 each on the Glow Tiger, the red, the gold runner, and 1 on this red devil, though that was on the teaser. We haven't caught one on the straight jag yet. And hopefully we can. Yeah, you can't complain when you're land-based and you get that sort of action. Not bad for my first live stream anyway. I was just saying earlier, like the live stream is much, much easier to deal with in terms of you're not having to record it all and then edit it and whatever else. You can answer questions straight away. You feel much more connected, but obviously there's a market, or I guess an audience, better said, the market audience for both. But to be honest, the reason why I didn't plan on recording and decided on the live stream is because I recorded a beach session last week down at the Gap. And I have been really busy this week and hadn't got around to dumping charging the batteries or dumping the content off the SD cards. So I just grabbed my phone, tripod and my microphone gear and just thought, I'll just go live stream on the boat. Now, we could have a squid here, guys. We do. We do, and it's a good one. Live stream from the boat, as long as we've got internet access, it's all good. This was like the most pathetic take by this squid. I just went, oh, have I got weed again? Because you get a bit complacent sometimes when all you've been getting is weed. And then you start feeling that pulsating. Not another, oh, bastard. Squirted, it was only the water squirt, not the ink squirt. So guys, that's the 2, 2 and 2. Oh, stop squirting me. I was about to say what I've ever done to you, but oh, he's still going. This is again just one of their small to medium sized ones that we've been getting. I'll give you a look here, hopefully. How is the actual resolution footage? Is it okay? I guess there's still people here. Give us a like, give us a subscribe if you're not already. If you love these live streams, I'm pretty keen to do more of them. And yeah, bloke on a boat, let's do one on the boat if we can get internet access out there, okay? Just gonna dispatch this dude. There we go. And put him in the bag. But yeah, that's 3 off the teasers, 3 off the jags. So it's been, I think, a really good lesson. I was saying it earlier that, you know, land-based using the, where are we? Using the teasers of today, just the one teaser, just about doubled my catch. Would have had 3, but now I've got 6. So, oh, that was interesting. I don't know what that was. Might have been a shag still. It's a bit late for them in the water. Maybe Snook. Maybe Snook, guys. Just let me go down and have a look. Maybe. Don't know. Looked like something sort of that longish, flashy through the water. It's the sort of that good night for it, and it was in that area where it's just, you got the shadow of the jetty from the lights, and then you've got the light. It was in that little area where I know they like to hang about because they can easily see the bait fish. If we see one again, if I see a flash again, I'll definitely put on a soft plastic, or yeah, probably a soft plastic. I've got some of those, that's weird, soft vibes that I've had a go with, and I think the video coming out next will have some of that. Ever caught a King George whiting on a soft vibe bloke on a boat? I have, and I did it in the Port River. Surprised me no end. Wasn't legal, but it surprised me no end. Just under the rail bridge on the Port River. I was just vibing and must have just taken a swipe at it, and it got all wrapped up in the line. And Haven't seen that rod over there do anything. It's still got tension on it. Let's check these comments again. Well, 6 is pretty good. Very happy with 6. Yeah, we've either got, what are these? They're big enough that they're interesting for me to like that. From back there, I can see them. I might just going to bring that teaser in because it's. I'm going to put this down and then bring that teaser in because it's been a bit. They might be Tommies actually, like reasonable sized Tommies because they're sort of on the surface, but they looked bigger than that. But it would make sense from where my burley bag is down over there and going out that way. Garfish, maybe. I don't know if I've got the energy to put a gar rig on and just gonna, yeah, there's no squid on that, but I'm gonna throw that back out over here just so it doesn't get in the way of throwing a soft plastic out there. Yeah, that hasn't been touched. That hasn't been touched at all, that Tommy. Let's get him out over there so he's out of the way, and I am just going to change out the squid jag and put on might even put on a vibe because I'm pretty confident that I'll get a snook if it is snook on the vibe, and it might even attract, and I have caught, if it's salmon trout or salmon, I've caught salmon on them recently down at the Inku River. Yeah, just go for that one, which is the Min 65 mil vibe. Stuck to my bloody glove, which is awesome. Get that off. The hooks on these things are super sharp. They don't look it like normal sort of galvanized hook, but this is the Xeric Innovation 65 mil soft vibe. And even if there are bait fish down there, even if they are Tommies, there could be something bigger hanging under them. And if you haven't fished with these, as I hadn't until recently, I've just seen them catch absolutely everything on YouTube, from jewfish to, as I said, I've caught King George whiting on them, and all you do is, I'm not a fan really with the swivel, but we'll see how it goes. We might have to just tie it on. I don't think at this time of night they're going to stress too much with it's more about the vibing. So, just going to flick it out there because it doesn't need to go too far. Just let it sink. And then you just pull it up from sort of parallel. What I've been told is just sort of from parallel up to about 12 and then wind down. It vibes up and vibrates as it goes up, so like an injured fish. And then as it sinks down, usually is when you get the hook up. Up and down. And we want those vibrations to hit the lateral line of the fish. And we're probably, where we saw those fish before, we're probably right in the strike zone now. I could have been dreaming. We'll see how we go. But it looked It looked like it could have been Snook. White soft plastics, yeah, all those sorts of ones as well. But I like trying new things as well. Yeah, there's definitely, I can see, they could be Tommies. Holy moly! Ah. Sorry guys, I don't know if you can hear me. We're back on. Oh, bloody connecting. You're live! Oh, go back. Yeah, the whole live stream went then. Oh, go away, seriously. Sorry guys, wind. Might be that time to get my bag. Do that. Tip over. Problem solved. Just put my Shimano backpack down on the back there, so you shouldn't hopefully fall over again. Sorry about that. I hope you don't have a headache or anything. Right over there, my hands up behind me receiver and turn it back on. leave it there because I know nobody wants to watch this with bad wind noise. Something's amiss. It is not yet. We've got our 6 squid. See you next time. There will be a video coming out. Cheers. Thanks very much, guys.